Hey sweeties, welcome back to my channel. Hope you all are doing great. In our today's tutorial, we'll be learning how to cut and sew this beautiful wrap strap flowy dress. I made this outfit with a 2.5 yards of fabric by 60 length. If you watch this video to the end, I assure you that you will definitely know how to make this dress. So let's go ahead and cut this beautiful outfit. So I'll be cutting the upper body of this outfit first, and I'll be using this pattern paper. Can you see my pattern paper is on fold? So I'll go ahead and take all the necessary measurements. So the first measurement I will take is my neck depth, which is 3 inches. So after that, I will go ahead and take my chest line measurement, which is 8.5 inches. So I will come to the middle of the paper. I will repeat the same measurement, but here what I will be taking is only the chest line measurements. So after that, the next measurement I will take is my neck width measurement, which is also 3 inches. So my neck measurement is 3 by 3 inches. So I will go ahead and connect the neckline together, the neck depth and the neck width. So that's what I'm doing right now. So the next measurement I will take is my shoulder measurement, which is 16 inches divided by 2, and that will give me 8 inches. So on that 8 inches, I will come down by 3/4 of an inch. Can you see? So I will connect it to my neck width. That's from my shoulder slope to my neck width. So on that shoulder slope, I will now come down to my chest line. So I will draw a line across. That's my chest line, which is 8.5 inches from my shoulder. That's the line right there. So on that chest line, I will measure the 8 inches. That's my shoulder line. That my shoulder measurement, I will take it again. That's 8 inches. So I will now connect it to the shoulder slope. This is the line here. So this line can also be called my armhole line. So I will go ahead and divide the armhole line into 2. So at that midpoint, I will come in by 1/2 an inch. So I'm taking this measurement as if I'm making a dress with sleeve. So just go ahead and follow me. If you just follow the way I will do this cutting, you will never make mistake when you're cutting your own. So the next measurement I will take is my bust measurement. My bust measurement divided by 4, and that will give me 9.5 inches. So I'll go ahead and add 1.5 inches for sewing allowance. Remember, this dress is a wrap strap dress. So the next measurement I will take is my round half length measurement, which is 33 divided by 4. So I will also add 1.5 inches for sewing allowance. So you can see I took that at the down part of the paper, which is also where my half length fall. Remember, we are cutting the upper body of this outfit first. So I'll go ahead and connect it from the half length to the bust line. So I will cut it out. Can you see what my pattern paper is looking like? So I'm not cutting out the neckline for now. So I'll go ahead and open the pattern paper, as you can see. So I close it back because I need to identify the neck width, that 3 inches. So I need to mark something so that I'll be able to know where that 3 inches fell. Can you see? From the midpoint of my paper, from the center of my paper to my neck, it is 3 inches. So I will now open it. So now I came back to mark that 3 inches again. So from the center to the center is from the center to the neck width is 3 inches. So on the center of the paper I came down by 6.5 inches. So this is for my neck depth because it's a wrap dress. So now we are cutting out the wrap dress. So on the down part of my paper I came up by 3 inches. So I'll be connecting that 3 inches to the neck width. Just watch and see what I'm doing. It's just as if you are doing a wrap dress, but the only difference is that this particular wrap dress doesn't have a sleeve. This is strap. So I will now cut it from that 3 inches from the down part to the neck width. So this is what I'm having right now. So now let's go ahead and cut out the strap part. So from that neck width, from the neck part I came down by 4 inches. So I will now come to the armhole part. I will now come down by 8 inches. This is now my shoulder, as in my armhole line. That's my armhole line. I came down again. So I will now connect it from these 4 inches I came down from by the neck side. I will now connect it to that 8 inches, which is my armhole line, my chest line. Can you see? So this is how I will now cut out the strap wrap pattern. So I will now cut it out. So right now this is what I have. Can you see? So this is just the easiest way to make this kind of dress and get it right. So I'll go ahead and place my pattern paper on my fabric. Remember that you remember to cut on fold. Can you see what it's looking like? Because I need 2 for the front. So I'll go ahead and trim my fabric very well to suit the pattern paper. I added 1.5 inches to the length. So this is how it is. You now place one on top of each other. So this is how it is being done. Can you see that? So guys, this is what it is. So this is for the front. This is the front part of my dress. So you see where my finger is, that's where you add your strap. So let's go ahead and cut the back part. So to cut the back part, I will go ahead and take the measurement of my half length at the down part of the pattern paper. So my half length, my round half length divided by 4. So I will add 2 inches for both zip allowance and for sewing allowance. So I will now draw a line there. Can you see? So I will now fold this extra part inside because I don't want to waste the pattern paper because I might use it again. So I will now take the length of my half length. So you see this upper part, because that half length, that back part, there is no, it doesn't have this kind of pattern. So what I will do now, I will fold this angle, this triangle part, I will fold it inside because the back part is straight. So I'll fold it inside. Just watch and see. Can you see? I will now fold it. I will now fold it inside because I don't want to waste this pattern paper. See what I did? So I will now remove it. So this is what my back parts look like. So I'll go ahead and mark out my zip allowance. I later added I later added 1/4 inch to my zip line. So my zip allowance is now 1¼ inches. That's 1 inch and 1/4. So I get it. So I'll go ahead and notch. Don't mind me. Hope I'll go ahead and notch the zip allowance so that I'll be able to identify it when I want to make use of it. So this is what the back part is looking like. So the next thing I will do is to cut out the facing for the front parts. So I'll place the front part on top of another fabric, a fresh fabric. So I will now cut it out. I will show you where you are going to attach this facing after cutting it. So this is my facing for the two front parts. I cut it on fold, so I'm trying to slit it into two. So I'll now pick the front part. Let me show you where you're going to. Can you see? So this is where you're going to. This is it. So that front part, this is the facing for it. So you stitch and stop it, then fold it inside and iron with your hem gum. So this is it for my front parts. So I'll go ahead and cut the facing for the back. So I will also place the back part on a fresh fabric. So I'll go ahead and cut it out. So remember, I cut it on fold, so I will still slit it into two. So that's what it is right there. So after that, the next thing I will do is to cut out my strap. My strap is going to be 1 inch. You can cut 1.5 or 2 inches. It depends on how wide you want your strap to be. I want my own to be very tiny. So can you see? So I cut it out and I stitch it from the armhole. I stitch from the wrong side. So after I will top stitch, after stitching it, I will now top stitch on the strap. Can you see? So I cut about 21 inches from the armhole. So after stitching it, just watch what I'm going to do. Remember, this is, I've turned the facing, the center. So this is what it is. So I will now close it. I stitch it from the armhole part. So now the measurement I have from that place where I came down by 4 inches, that is the center. The measurement I have is now 12.5 inches. So I went ahead to stitch the side. Then I also stitched the half length part. So I tried to stitch the two front parts together. So this is what the front part is looking like. I've already attached the strap. So now I will go ahead and attach the strap to the back parts. So on this other side, from the side, not the zip allowance side, I came in by 5 inches. Can you see where my tape is? So because this 5 inches is going to be serving as my nipple to nipple, so that's where I'm going to be stitching the strap on. That's where I'll be stitching the strap. Can you see? So I'm trying to notch it so that I'll be able to identify it when I'm stitching it. So after that, now the front part, the right side is now facing up. So this is how you attach it to the back. Please just watch carefully. So I will pick one of the strap. Can you see? Just watch how it is. So I'll pick it. So the facing is under, while the main the main body is up. So I'm done facing one. So I will now go ahead and face this other part. Please watch carefully. Anytime you're doing these parts, make sure you watch carefully so that you'll be able to get it. Just watch how I place my fabric so that you will not make any mistake. So I will now place the facing. When I was doing the other side, the facing was the first one I placed. The facing was under. So remember that your strap has to be at the middle. Can you see? Then you now stitch it. Just watch how it is. You will now stitch it. You might find this place very confusing, but if you watch it very well, you know that it's very easy. So this is how I join the strap to the back part. So I'm done joining the two sides. Please, whatever you don't understand on this part, always remember to let me know in the comment section. So I'll go ahead and iron it. I will iron it with my hem gum so that the strap will be, the facing will gum together with the main body of the dress. Can you see what they look like? So that is it for the upper part. I'm done with the upper part. So this is now the down part of my dress. So what I will do is to divide my round waist. Remember, we are going to attach the down part around my upper waist. So my round waist is 33 inches, but what I cut here is about 108 inches for both the front and the back. So now the front part is about 54 inches. So this 54 inches, I'm going to divide it by 3 because of the slits at the front. So I will divide it by 3. So whatever I have, I will now cut it out. So that is the part I have on fold. Can you see? So now this part I'm cutting out is now for the parts that has slits. That is the front part. I divided the 54 inches by 3. Can you see? So this is where I will place this one after gathering it. So this is for the front part. Remember, the slit is by the left. Can you see? I will now place this small one because I divided the front part into 3. So 2 parts will now be on one side, while 1 will now be on one side. Can you see? So this open part will now be the slits. So remember, the back part is just, I will divide the back part into two equal parts. Then the center will now be where my zip will stay. So I'll go ahead and gather them. So after gathering it, I will now join it to the upper part. This is one side of the back. I will join the other one. We're almost through to the end of this tutorial. Please remember to subscribe to my channel if you're new here, and please share this video and give this video a thumbs up so that other people will see it and watch. So I've joined the back part. So I'll go ahead and show you how I'm going to join the front part. So after gathering it, you now join both the slit parts and everything together. No, you will actually join it together before you now gather the front parts. So I'll go ahead and do that. Can you see? I've attached the upper body to the down parts. So I will now join the 2 back parts together because I will be facing my zip on that center back. So I'll join it to the down part. I will join from the beginning to the end. So after that, I will now loosen. I will give it a good press. Then I will now loose it and attach my zip. Can you see my zip? So this is what it looks like. Can you see? So this is how to make the beautiful outfit you saw me wearing at the beginning of this video. Thank you so very much, guys, for always coming through for JZ Stitches 247. Please remember to comment whatever you do not understand about this tutorial on the comment section. So I will go ahead and hem that slit with my hem gum, and that will be all for this tutorial. Thank you so much for